The broken bike. It was a bright, sunny morning in a small town where the air was fresh and the roads were quiet. Children were already outside, laughing and playing. Among them was a boy named Leo. Leo was 10 years old. He had short black hair, bright eyes, and a big dream. He wanted to become the fastest bike rider in his town. Leo's bike was old. It had belonged to his older brother, who had used it many years ago. The red paint was fading, the seat had a small tear, and the tires were worn out. But Leo loved it more than anything else. He cleaned it every weekend and fixed little problems with the help of his dad. Every morning, Leo rode his bike to school. He waved at his neighbors, raced with his friends, and practiced tricks in the park after class. He believed his bike was the best in the world, even though others had newer, faster ones. One day, the town announced a bike race for children aged 8 to 12. The prize was a brand new mountain bike, bright blue with silver rims and strong tires. Leo's heart beat fast when he saw the poster. He knew he wanted to enter the race. More than the prize, he wanted to prove that he could win, even with his old bike. He ran home to tell his parents. His mom smiled and said, "Just be safe and do your best." His dad nodded. "We believe in you." From that day on, Leo practiced every day. He woke up early to ride before school. After homework, he rode again, timing himself, trying to get faster and sharper at turning. His friends sometimes laughed at his old bike, but Leo didn't care. He knew it was not about the bike. It was about the rider. The night before the race, Leo cleaned his bike one last time. He oiled the chain, checked the brakes, and made sure the tires were pumped. He couldn't sleep well that night. He dreamed of racing through the streets, the wind in his face, and the crowd cheering for him. The next morning, the sun was shining, and the sky was clear. Leo wore his best clothes and his helmet. His parents stood by the starting line with a few other families. The other children had fancy bikes. Some even had gears and shock absorbers. But Leo stood tall beside his old red bike, proud and ready. The whistle blew, and the race began. Leo pushed hard. His legs moved fast. He kept his eyes on the road and focused on each turn. At first, he was in the middle of the group. But slowly, he started passing the others. One by one, he moved up. He was fast on turns because he had practiced every day. His hands knew exactly when to brake and when to pedal. But just as he was getting close to the front, something happened. Crack! Leo heard a loud sound. His chain had broken. The pedals spun freely, but the bike didn't move forward. He stopped. His heart sank. He looked down. The chain had snapped in half and fallen to the ground. The other kids passed him quickly. The crowd gasped. Leo stood still, breathing hard, his hands shaking. He felt tears in his eyes. He had worked so hard. He had believed so strongly. And now, it was over. But then he heard a voice. "Leo!" His dad shouted from the side. "Don't give up!" Leo looked at his dad, then at his mom. They were both smiling. Not sad. Not angry. Just proud. Leo took a deep breath. He picked up the chain and looked around. There was no tool, no time to fix it. But he remembered something his dad once said. "Even if things fall apart, you don't quit. You finish what you start." Leo didn't get back on the bike. He pushed it. He ran beside it, holding the handlebars, running as fast as he could. The crowd started clapping. People stood up and cheered. Other kids were far ahead, but Leo didn't stop. He ran with all his heart. Sweat ran down his face, but he didn't slow down. By the time he reached the finish line, most of the other kids were already there. But when Leo crossed the line, the crowd gave the loudest cheer of the day. He collapsed on the grass, breathing heavily. His parents ran to him and hugged him tight. "You didn't win the race," his mom said, "but you won something much bigger." "What's that?" Leo asked, wiping his face. "You won respect," his dad said. "You showed everyone what it means to be strong." Later that day, the race organizers called Leo to the front. "This boy didn't finish first," the announcer said, "but he showed the biggest heart. He didn't give up when things got hard. And for that, we want to give him a special award." Leo stood in front of the crowd. They clapped and cheered. The organizers gave him a medal that read, "True Champion," for courage and spirit. Leo held the medal and smiled. But the surprise wasn't over. A tall man stepped forward. He owned the town's bicycle shop. "I saw what you did," the man said. "That kind of heart deserves a good bike. Come to my shop tomorrow. You'll get a bike, no charge." Leo couldn't believe it. "Really?" "Yes," the man said. "But keep your old bike. It has a lot of stories." The next day, Leo got a shiny new bike. It was strong, fast, and beautiful. But he still kept his old red bike. He cleaned it and placed it in the corner of his room. Whenever he looked at it, he remembered that day, the day when his bike broke, but his spirit didn't. Years passed. Leo grew up and became a great cyclist. He won many races and traveled to new places. But he always told the story of the broken bike. He told children, "It's not about how good your bike is. It's about how strong your heart is." And in his heart, Leo always rode beside that old red bike, remembering the day he ran, not for a prize, but to finish what he started.